don't want a soul.
Look at little Goblin Jr.
Fuck out of the way! I can't see! There are cars there, motherfucker! My back! Get out of the way!
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Let's dive into the movie news we got to discuss here today because we got a lot of little tidbits going on. Not only are we going to be discussing the Spider-Man No Way Home poster that is now officially revealed, talking about how we feel about it and what is up with Sony's marketing. We got an update on the Super Mario movie that's up and coming. Dwayne Johnson beefing with Vin Diesel again. That along with so much more. So I'm going to need you guys to give me your opinions down below with everything we discuss here today. As always, there will be timestamps in the description if you want to skip around, but real MVPs watch through all of it, y'all. And speaking of real MVPs, today's episode is sponsored by Cinemark Theaters. You guys know here, my favorite theater to go to is Cinemark Theaters, and that was even before they sponsored my channel. I fully believe they got the best popcorn, the best concession stands, luxury seating, and they're up to date with all health codes, making sure you are squeaky clean when you walk in and walk out. I'm gonna leave a link to their website so you can check out a local Cinemark and maybe check out Eternals. Tuesdays are discount days, so maybe if you've been iffy to see that movie, you can check it out at a discounted price. Thank you again to Cinemark for sponsoring my channel. Alright, so one of the first movie news stories I wanted to dive into here today is concerning another live-action Disney project that's been in the works and we've known about, and that is the Snow White live-action movie that Disney is making because, of course, they're turning all their beautiful princesses into live-action form. Now, we had already heard that Rachel Zegler had been cast as Snow White, and she'll be playing that iconic role, which would still leave a lot of other roles to be filled in. And no, although we don't have Danny DeVito as one of the dwarfs in here, I'm still hoping they just recast him in the live-action Hercules movie to reprise that role. Instead, we are being here told that Gal Gadot is said to be playing the evil queen in Disney's Snow White. And even though I'm not like over the moon excited for this live-action interpretation, I do think Gal Gadot has what it takes to play the evil queen. I know a lot of us see her as the sweet girl, aka Prince Diana, as Wonder Woman, but I feel like there is a bit of a devilish side to her that she could maybe stretch out in her acting ability, and we could see that come out with the evil queen. Now, I am just curious how they're going to pull off the other side of the evil queen whenever she turns a little hideous and goes off to Snow White to offer her an apple. If they'll just do some prosthetic effects or CGI work, or they'll get a completely different actress to play her. Either way, I think this is pretty cool. How are you guys feeling about Gal Gadot playing the evil queen in Disney's live-action Snow White? Honestly, I just want to hear about the live-action Hercules. Give me that news. Moving on to some Hollywood beef that is going on. Now, you know here, I don't usually like to talk about behind-the-scenes drama or anything like that, but when it pertains with the outcome of a movie, we gotta mention it here, and this is dealing with Fast 10. Now, some of you guys already know that there has been a long history of beefing between Vin Diesel and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne Johnson signed on to Fast 5, and everything seemed awesome with the franchise then after Paul Walker passed away, somewhere along those lines, Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson just started beefing with each other to the point they wouldn't even film their scenes together. Fast forward to Fast 9, and even though Dwayne Johnson did not show up in that movie, publicly they are on good terms and have forgiven each other, but Dwayne Johnson did make it clear he has no interest at all to return to the Fast and Furious franchise, but wishes all his colleagues the best. Well, that brought us up till yesterday, where Vin Diesel decided to take it upon himself to post on Instagram a lengthy little message basically begging Dwayne Johnson to come back for Fast and Furious 10. Vin Diesel had this to say: "My little brother, Dwayne, the time has come. The world awaits the final of the Fast 10. As you know..." I'm not gonna do that. "My little brother Dwayne, the time has come. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10. As you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne in my house. There's not a holiday that goes by that they and you don't send well wishes, but the time has come. Legacy awaits. I told you years ago that I was going to fulfill my promise to Pablo. I swore that we would reach and manifest the best Fast in the finale, that is 10. I say this out of love, but you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs cannot be played by no other. I hope that you rise to the occasion and fulfill your destiny." We still are talking about Fast and Furious 10, right? Other than, I think, the little jab of calling Dwayne little brother, because let's be honest, who's really the littler one here, Vin? In a way, I do think this is a heartfelt thing and a big swallow of pride for Vin Diesel to just go out there and be like, dude, come back to the franchise. It's not the same without you. And I gotta admit, Dwayne Johnson was sorely missed in Fast 9, which was like the first Fast and Furious movie I just didn't enjoy since, like, I don't know, Fast and Furious 4, which I thought was still an okay movie. But Fast 9 did leave me a little disappointed, and I'm still excited to see what this big finale is in Fast 10 that is set to be split up into 2 movies. And obviously, with all finales now, they describe it as an end game of the franchise, and if this is the end game of Fast and Furious, I need me Hobbs to be in there, man. It would only feel right. At the same time, though, I do think it is kind of weird of Vin Diesel to put Dwayne Johnson on the spot like this publicly, because if Dwayne Johnson really has no interest to return and he says no, Vin Diesel just made him look like the bad guy in front of everybody, because Vin Diesel was willing to pour his heart out, and little brother Dwayne said no, no, no. How are you guys feeling about this public beef going on with Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel? There's people out there who think this is all completely fake and just for publicity. That wouldn't surprise me. But something inside of me tells big muscle boys do have big egos, and this is for real. Do you think Dwayne Johnson should show up for Fast 10? Moving on from there, we do have an update on Chris Pratt is me, Mario, where Nintendo does give us an update on the status of the movie and even their plans for the future of their IPs. Where in a Q&A, he was asked, Super Mario movie, are there other movies to come? And the response was, Super Mario film is pretty much done. Working on the last bit, have a very good feeling about it, but we are very careful not to betray customers and meet expectations. Continuing on would they like to roll out with other IP movies, etc.? People should experience IP in a variety of ways, but going one by one. Not saying doing many IP movies at the same time. Well, one, it's pretty cool that the head of Nintendo feels that they have a pretty good movie on their hands, even though I'm still very cautious, but optimistic. It's nice to know that they do have a plan for other films, but they're gonna take things very slowly and not jump the boat like a lot of studios do when they have one popular character and they're like, we can stretch this out into a whole cinematic universe. Nintendo wants to play it cool and see how the audience even reacts to the Mario movie, and I'm sure there's gonna be wild opinions about it. We've already heard rumors that there's a Donkey Kong movie up in the works with Seth Rogen as the voice, and you know what? I feel like that's kind of brilliant, because whatever you end up doing with the Mario movie, it's been long time history that there was a thing called Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and I feel like that could be one of the next big versus events. We've had Godzilla vs. Kong, we've had Freddy vs. Jason, we have Iron Man vs. Captain America. Yo, Mario vs. Donkey Kong could be that next big setup, and Nintendo, I would pay buckets of money for that. Only sucks is that the Mario movie doesn't come out till December of 2022, so even though it feels like the film is done, I'm not too sure if we'll get a little teaser in December, sort of like the 1-year anniversary before the movie comes out. That would be awesome. Just like a little 5-10 second clip. I could see them maybe releasing that on Christmas, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. 2022, Sonic 2 and the Mario movie. Are you guys excited? What characters do you see having a good chance for an IP for a movie? It doesn't sound like all of them would be animated. Which would you like to see live action, and which do you think are better animated? But moving on from there, getting to the thing everybody wants to hear me talk about, and I know someone out there just skipped right to it. How does it feel to be a skipper? It's dirty, right? Late last night, at least 10 o'clock my time, Sony and the rest of the crew involved with Spider-Man No Way Home decided to drop the official poster. A lot of us fans were wondering, is it going to be the exact same poster we've been seeing leaking around Australia, where it has Spider-Man with those Dr. Octopus hands in a swirling background? And although no, it wasn't that exact poster, it is extremely similar to the point that I can now kind of say with full confidence that first poster we saw leaked around that is being advertised all over Australia is a legitimate poster, and I guess this is just the one made for the US, and that one was for international markets. Now, right up front, it's finally the confirmation we need. The freaking Green Goblin in his Willem Dafoe outfit that we see in the Sam Raimi trilogy is coming into the movie. Like, the boy is right there in the background in that iconic suit with that glider. You can already see the highlights of purple and silver on the glider, him holding a goblin bomb. Even some of the more in-hand shots kind of feel like maybe the dome at the top is colored purple. So that to me made the weekend wait worth it, that it wasn't just the exact same poster, and now they finally confirmed Green Goblin. So putting that excitement and reaction aside, I'm gonna be honest and say it is another sloppy made poster by Sony. Now, I don't want to offend you if you love this poster and you think it's one of the best posters ever made. Very happy for you. But really looking at this, it looks extremely sloppy and like way too much is going on here. It almost looks like it was haphazardly put together, like maybe the bus poster was supposed to be the original poster we were gonna get, but then Sony started seeing that it leaked early. People were already taking it in, experiencing it, and they're like, oh crap, we're planning to release this in 3 days. Let's make a brand new poster. And this is the closest thing they came up with. And this poster by itself was so sloppily put together that fans were actually out there thinking this was a fake poster and didn't believe it. And they had to go look on Tom Holland's Instagram or the official Sony accounts to be proven that it was real. Mainly because people see that it's the exact same pose that Spider-Man does in the trailer, but it's like I told you guys, that is common practice of them to use actual shots from the movie and put them into a poster. I think us Spider-Man fans are just fully traumatized by all the fake leaks that are out there, that when we see official stuff, we're like, how we know this real? Still, it's not a horrible poster, it's not garbage to me. It's still one that I think is cool, because even putting Green Goblin aside, you still have the lightning to introduce Electro, you have the sand in the background for Sandman, the Dr. Octopus hands. The only person that was really missing from here is the Lizard. Like, where is that boy at in here? The only other gripe I also have with the poster is, like, how much is the Iron Spider suit even gonna be in Spider-Man No Way Home? I can't imagine it'll be in the movie for that long. They have like 4 other suits planned for this movie, and they're putting the Iron Spider suit front and center? Okay. I really would have much rather this poster have had the red and black suit. Still, I wanted to get your guys' opinions on the poster, and I had some of you comment on my short that I made yesterday saying, it's an alright poster, but seeing Green Goblin made it cooler. We have Oscar saying, I think it's ridiculous that we're barely getting a poster now. That being said, oh my god, Green Goblin. Some other not so happy ones, it's cool, but it's definitely not worth the wait. We should have been gotten a poster a month ago. Aaron here says, not gonna lie, not a fan of the poster. It looks cheap for me, IDKY. And I kind of do have to agree with that. It does look slightly cheap and super Photoshop heavy. The other thing I'll touch upon here is a lot of people were asking me, but Chris, this doesn't look anything like the Green Goblin costume that we saw leaked online. And there's a couple of options that explain that. For one, remember we were told that those were very early in production before they even started shooting, that they were just photos that they take to send off to merchandise companies, because at that time the Spider-Man suit still had the black straps on it, and then they later got rid of those. Same thing with the black and gold suit. They thought that that suit would end up having red tips on the hands, but then they later got rid of that for the actual movie. So it could be very possible this was an idea they had for the Green Goblin suit, and then they just decided, nah, this isn't really working out. Let's go back to formula and make it the original suit. Or maybe, like we've heard, Sinister Six members are set to get an upgrade somewhere in the movie. This could be the suit he starts out with, and then the suit in the poster could be what he upgrades himself to. Only time will tell, but I leave it up to you guys. Was this poster worth the wait, that it 100% confirmed Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin in his costume, or were you just like, nah, I've read the leaks, man, and they've ruined it for me, so this wasn't exciting. But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I did recently go ahead and watch Clifford the Big Red Dog. Gonna be trying to get that review out to you guys later today. But don't be forgetting to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.